some spring farmhouse decor. If this sounds interesting, just keep watching. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. And if you hit the notification bell, when it lights up, it will let you know as soon as I'm uploading a video. Let's go! First thing we're gonna do is get our 4 frames with the galvanized tin. We're gonna flip them over and take off all of the little stands. We won't be needing them and they'll pretty much just get in the way. So we're gonna take them all off and get them ready for the next step. Alright, so next step is we're going to take the little tabs and we're going to push them down and flatten them out as much as possible. That way, whenever we are trying to glue them all together, they won't interfere with each other and they'll lay as flat as possible. We are going to start gluing them up. I am using the Fix All adhesive from the Dollar Tree. You can use E6000, epoxy, whichever thing you have on hand. This is just what I had on hand right now. And then also I will be using a little bit of hot glue just to kind of hold it together until the Fix All adhesive is cured and dried. So I'll do that right here. And I will warn you, in a little while you will see how bad of a craft day I was having. But we're going to keep going, put some more glue, get everything glued up. The moment you were waiting for, here is where I messed up. I don't need to put the glue on the back. I was just having a bad day apparently, and I put it all on the back of this one and didn't realize it until I go to put it on there that I had the glue in the wrong spot. The glue needed to be on the sides. So I just scraped all the glue that I could off as fast as I could before the hot glue dried, and then I just started gluing it on the side again. That was my big mistake on that one. I was apparently not paying attention to what I was doing, but it's okay, it's fixable. And I figured I could always use that part in the back where not many people would see it, but it was okay. I got most of the glue off, which is what you see me doing right now. So after this step, what we're going to do is we're going to just like hold it together a little bit just to make sure that the hot glue is kind of dried. And then we're going to get a piece of cardboard, or if you want to use anything else that's stiff enough. You shouldn't be putting anything heavy in it, but if you decide you want to put something heavy in it, you want to use something pretty sturdy. And I'm going to trace the inside. That way we get good measurement, because this will not be underneath. It's gonna be flush with the bottom of the frames, so we want to get as good of a marking as possible. And here's another reason why I say I was having a bad craft day, because for some reason I thought I should leave a little area on the side of where I marked. I don't know what I was thinking, so I ended up having to go back and actually cut on the lines, which took me a little bit longer, but that's just how my crazy brain works sometimes. So now that I'm getting to the point where I have everything cut. I'm gonna put some glue on it and it's gonna fit from the bottom, and you'll see exactly what I mean by it's not gonna be on the bottom, it'll be flush with the frames. So some Fix All adhesive, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of hot glue, and then I'll fit it up in there. It works so much better that way. That way you don't have to worry about it rocking around when you put it on a table, and it should be pretty level. Right here I was gonna do a little bouquet, but I decided just for video purposes I threw in some of my 97-cent lavender from Walmart, and here's another picture of me actually with the bouquet put in it, and I just put styrofoam and then just fit it into the styrofoam. Just in case you're wondering, those flowers came from a $4 grab bag from Michael's. Now we're moving on to the next DIY. I ended up losing some of the footage. I don't know what happened to it. I remember recording it. I don't know. But we just took some of the carrot little door hangers and painted over it in white. And this is just something I printed out on my computer. And I'm just going to trace it on there. And then after that we'll paint it and do some distressing. So sit back and watch. This is the moment when I start painting and I realize that I didn't do all of my distressing. So you're going to see me switch over real quick. You want to do your distressing first, and then possibly do the lettering. And right here you see me just drawing my lines for the wood plank look, and I'm just painting. I'm not trying to make it perfect, just trying to go on the lines just a little rough so it looks handmade. It looks like some old wood, because I mean you can't have Farmhouse with brand new wood. I mean, it just doesn't look right, right? Right here I'm just using some of the jet black apple barrel paint, and I'm going over it a little bit with the white because it got a little dark in some areas, which actually worked out a little bit because it kind of turned some of it gray, so it gave it extra dimension to the plank look, and I found it came out really good. I like the way it came out. For some reason right here, I don't know why, but it didn't get the little galvanized tin part, but I did put that in between where it has my last name as well as Party of Six, just going down the side. You can see it in the picture of what it looks like. But once again, I lost some of my footage. I don't know what happened to me when I was filming this. I seriously must have had a bad brain fart or something. Next we have this little mason jar wall hanging. We're gonna take the little screws off of the metal part, and they come out pretty easily. They're very tiny, so make sure you save them where you can find them. And the little tin part is just basically glued on there, so it pops off real easy. I'm gonna use the jet black paint. That's the apple barrel, usually like 50 cents at Walmart. I like it because it's cheap. So I put some on there, and I'm gonna just paint the entire front of it. And I give it 2 coats of the paint because I noticed after the first one was dry, if you're looking directly on it, you won't see the picture underneath, but if you looked at it at an angle, you could see all the little things underneath it, and I didn't want that to show like that, so I put a second coat, and the second coat works. So I just painted all of that. I made sure to get the sides, and I went all the way to the top just in case something would show through, but it didn't, so that was a good thing. And the longest part about this was actually the drying time, because it was pretty quick to do this one. And right after I have everything painted up and good, I'm going to take a little saying that I printed off of my computer. I just measured it up and printed it off to the size I needed it to do. And I actually used the chalk method, where you rub the chalk on the back of the paper and then trace it and it'll show up. Wasn't too fond of it, but it kind of did give like a chalkboard effect because some of the chalk remained a little bit after painting. So that was a good thing. But here it is that I'm painting all my little saying on there. And it came out really cute, if I do say so myself. Now I'm just going to put the metal piece back and put the little screws in there. And it really doesn't take long because the screws are tiny. So after that, I'm going to take some jute twine and I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue on the back and a little dab right in the middle area of the right under the tin. And I'm going to wrap it probably like 5-6 times. Always putting the little bit of hot glue in the middle so that way it curves under the tin piece and not go over it, because it wasn't looking really cute over it, so I wanted it to curve under it. That way it gives it the 3D look even though it's not 3D. After I was done with that, I took a couple pieces of the twine and I'm just going to make a little bow and then trim it up and put a dab of hot glue and glue it to the side. And I really like the way this came out. It's really cute and it's simple to do, and it makes a big impact on the wall. want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you like it. Also comment on the bottom and let me know which one is your favorite. I think personally my favorite has to be the frames made into a box with the flowers in it. It just came out so adorable, and I will definitely be putting pictures of my 4 little ones in there. Also, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. It'll notify you as soon as I'm uploading a new video, and you'll be the first ones to know. Alright guys, thanks again. Bye-bye.